Hey guys, what is going on? RedMaster here, and welcome back to an episode of Cards and Castles Known Combos, where today we are going over another deck that's kind of taken me a bit of a while to sort of review. I'm not sure if I've done this deck before, like the other one, but I think I haven't. I've kind of been scrolling through the archives the past few days and realized that alongside the grade school deck, which we already posted a few days ago, I haven't done a proper deck video with the Windy Hooks deck, and I've always meant to for some reason, but I just haven't done so yet. So now I think I'm going to finally show off my version of the Windy Hooks deck, or at least a variation of the Windy Hooks deck. So with that being said, I think we can go ahead and jump right into the deck list right now. Alright, so here is my list for a Windy Hooks deck. Now, obviously, the stars of the show here are Rusty Hooks and Winds of the Nord. This deck, if you guys don't already know, all about pulling the opponent's castle closer to you, to the point where if you could just summon something, it'll hit face because of the castle being right there, so close to your spawn. So yeah, hopefully your opponent allows you to pull off that combo. If they sort of let you, sometimes they surrender, but hopefully we won't have that today. Hopefully we'll be able to pull the castle in pretty close. But anyway, Rusty Hooks wins the North. Obviously the big focus points of the deck. Some people like to change up the numbers a bit. I think personally I'm using 3 and 3 here. Not only just to see how those numbers work out, but also for more of a demonstration purpose. I do know that sometimes the numbers can be shifted around if people want more of a certain aspect rather than just the wins. Maybe have the wins as a minor focus in the deck, so on and so forth. But yeah, they are both at 3, at least for this deck anyway. But of course, moving forward, the other sort of big portion that we have here, or at least the portion that I decided to run, was the T-Rex Swordsman combo. If we're talking about movement, there's no cheesier sort of indirect movement combo than the classic T-Rex Swordsman. Puts the Swordsman directly into the castle and let your opponent try to deal with that. Of course, every time they hit the Swordsman, it'll swing, cleave, and strike their castle for 4, possibly more if you have things like global buffs out. So I figured it kind of made sense to throw in the Swordsman T-Rex combo in here at least, just to see how that kind of works out with the whole Winds and the Nord focus and whatnot. But we're also running things like Mordok, Yarm, Yenneroth in our late game slot. And a lot of our other game, or a lot of our other components sort of revolve around either ramp or chain. You'll obviously see here Lightning Blade, Temple of the Five Gods, Yarm even, all guys that can deliver some chain lightning, which if you're messing with positioning, always good to carry the chain just to make sure, if things fall in the right place, you can pop an easy Lightning Blade, Temple can get some value, etc., etc. So, of course, chain is another focus. And there's also the ramp aspect, which helps things, speed up a little bit more in your favor. Honestly, the ramp isn't a very big component. I'm really just running Thief and Captain as sort of my ramp cards. To an extent, Merchant Execution as well, because of that, destroy unit, gain treasure too. There is that aspect there. But, you could argue Robins also might be able to fit in here too, potentially, to kind of put in more of that ramp for you if you really want it. Maybe swap out the Yenneroth if you don't have that, or, if you want to try out the Robins, maybe that's the direction I would go, or the Mordok, whatever you fancy more. And then I think where else we're going to go? Global buffs, obviously. I think a lot of the deck is actually kind of stuff that you guys are pretty much used to by this point. Smith, for an Armory for global buffs, Rat King, defense, and especially here, Rat King especially strong to provide sort of more of temple value. You put all the rats out, and boom, they can be buffed up with Armory. They can be buffed by Temple, etc., etc. Rat King, just goes directly in there and does his thing. I'm also deciding to run a couple other cards here that I don't usually. Well, actually, that's not true. Maddie and Daggerstorm I've run before on other decks. I just think that they work here. Daggerstorm for your early removal, some bleed stuff. Maddie, I really threw in here just because I was missing, 2 slots, and I figured what, could I add in here. So, really, in my opinion, Maddie's sort of an open slot for you guys to mess around with. If you have Maddie, you can go ahead, put him in here, see what the random mage can get you, or if you want to bump up any of the numbers, or figure out another card. If you don't have Maddie, that could work too. I'm trying to think here if there were other cards that I considered. I mean, maybe Maddie, if you have the Robins and not Maddie, that could be an option for you. But maybe like stick to the earlier end. Maybe Wizard. I'm thinking Wizard could potentially be a good one. I'm going too high. Yeah, probably Wizard is what I'm thinking of as sort of like the definite go-to if you don't have the Maddie. Maybe if you want to fill out that slot with something else. Um, like I said, I have Daggerstorm as well. Rat Hovel, no surprise why that's in here. Incredibly powerful pirate card where if, and it generates more, token value for Temple, all that good stuff. I think Onslaught as well for just additional draw. That's really why I'm using Onslaught in here. I don't think the Shaman could, work too well in my favor here, although that would be another unit for, pulling things closer and doing some damage. But I just had to run Onslaught here for now. I think if you don't have Onslaught, Shaman could fit inside of where Onslaught is. You'll have another body to work with as well, so not a bad trade-off there. But I think with that being said, that's going to be a quick explanation of the deck list. Again, a lot of similar components, but the things you guys really need to focus on, the hooks and the wins for the pull, the T-Rex Swordsman has a cheeky move combo right there, and then everything else kind of helps propel, or at least, get strengthened by the enemy castle being pulled in closer. But with that being said, I think we can go ahead and get into our matchup here, see how well the Windy Hooks deck performs. Alrighty, so here we go. We've got a pretty decent start here, opening up with the Captain, Lumberjack, and Rat King. Blacksmith actually isn't so bad either. We just wiped away the Armed Giant because we're obviously not going to be able to use that right away. So our opponent looks to pass, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to throw the Lumberjack. I do see green-yellow, so potentially some school stuff already. So we'll see. I don't think the deck has the greatest outs to, whatchamacallit, school, like direct removal. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'll go in. I want to do a little bit of chop chop. Even though that guard tower is probably gonna get some decent value there. Yep, there goes the lumberjack. But yeah, like I said, it's all fine. No big deal. There is a guardian, a little aggressive there. Yeah, let me throw the Maddie out, see what I can pull from that. Alright, I get an Eater. I like that. I'll take that. We'll certainly take the Eater. Especially as we have things like Daggerstorm, Onslaught, and the Metal still in our hands, we definitely make that guy a little bit stronger. But we'll see if I can find the Winds. That's what I want to get. The Winds will be nice, too, because that is a spell. We'll also get some more Magic Eater value. So overall, very good. And I don't think he's got the direct removal immediately. He can come in and chop down the Maddie, but I think he's going to be a little hesitant on that. If that's the case, I could potentially throw out the Daggerstorm with whatever he throws out next. Maybe kill off the Guardian. It's going to be a Dragon Knight that sees some play. Okay. Opts to not get rid of... Alright. He doesn't get rid of the... Interesting. Let's throw the Daggerstorm out. Alright, nice even spread. Everything takes at least 1 damage per round. That's going to be good. That will actually mean that... Well, actually, that does mean that the Guardian will die, but we could also do this. I just realized. We can use Maddie... Use Magic Eater to threaten a little bit, and then, of course, the bleed will carry over, bypass the armor, take out the Guardian, and kill off the Dragon Knight as well. Faithful Drake, it's going to take a little bit, but overall, I don't think it's going to be a problem. We do have our Winds in the door now, at least one of our copies, so now we can actually pull the castle in closer, which is going to be nice for sure. Maybe we get a Rusty Hooks this game, maybe, hopefully. There's going to be a Blacksmith, alright. Oh, okay, alright, hold up there, buddy, hold on. I see things happening. I see things. Lots of things. Let's go ahead and do this. Rat King connects there. We'll be a little aggressive with the Eater. We'll use that to connect there. Do a hovel. We'll spread out all these rats. I mean, he doesn't have chain. And not enough gold for a swordsman. And then hopefully next turn we'll move everything closer with the wind, start doing some damage, and that'll be good. That'll be good. Barbarian comes out. Alright, there goes the Eater. Fine. Kind of expected that. That's okay. Or unless I want to save for... I think I'm going to do that instead. How much? Okay, so you actually can. So I can move that rat up there safely. Alright, brilliant. And then next play, going to be Wind to the North. We're going to bring everything closer. And along with Chain, we're going to do some big, big stuff. That Griffin, I don't think is going to be a problem. Oh, Black's moved away. That's a shame. Alright, so let's throw out the winds, get a little bit of that going, get everything closer. We're going to do a little bit of damage right over here. Let's go ahead. I think I can put all of these rats into... Actually, I think just 3. Yeah, just 3. We put 3 rats into that. And then move the other 2 up here, and we're going to start doing some lightning damage as well. We could also do a little bit of the Southport Captain, and of course we can throw him a little bit back, so that way he's still threatening the castle, without the opponent really able to sufficiently block, unless he kind of goes up front and direct about it. Alright, Swordsman. I figured he might be showing his face sooner rather than later, but that's okay. We do have the out for that. We can simply onslaught that, weaken it a little bit just enough so that way the bleed and the lightning will work. And we do have a rusty hook, so that is fantastic. Here's what I'll do. To make things nicer, to make things easier, we're gonna perform an unoptimal play here. And do that. It's unoptimal, I know. That's not the right play. Normally I would have been able to hit the castle, do enough chain for the onslaught, but I don't want to scare our opponent away from allowing me to try this Rusty Hooks combo to really show you guys how far this castle can go. And I'm hoping he's going to allow me to keep that, or at least show it off to you. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping. Okay, Shaman. Can definitely kill the rat a little bit there. Judge. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, I probably should have thrown that bat. Okay. Oh, well, that was a mistake by me. Oh, I forgot he can, like, reach out here from that summoning space. God. Red. Not the best. Not the best. But that's okay. I'll still try to wrap this up as quick as we can here. Throw out the Maddie. That can bring out... well, it's a Lich. See, I should have thrown the Rusty Hooks right here as to not have him threatened by whatever he could summon. I just totally blanked out on the opening space there. But you guys get the idea. The castle, if I didn't lose Rusty Hooks, had been pulled farther, you know, or not farther, closer and closer, farther away from him, closer and closer to me, so that way I would have just been able to spit units out, hit him in the face, all that good stuff. And yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to... Yeah, even if he body blocks, it's not going to work. Yeah, he could do that, but... Here, I'll show you. We have a straight line with Lich here, but I think yeah, I'll do this. I'll make it fun with the chain. And there we go. Just like that. Alright, well that was a bit of a bum with the Rusty Hooks. I should have been able to actually pull off the combo, but you know, things happen. But overall, strong showing from the Windy Hooks deck to be sure. Yeah, I think the only thing I probably should have done was, you know, play the Rusty Hooks correctly, and you would have seen like more of a castle build. But overall, a very good showcase for the Windy Hooks deck. Alright, folks, that being said, I hope you did enjoy this edition of Known Combos. Let me know what you guys think of the Windy Hooks deck by leaving your thoughts down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, share with friends, and of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel or haven't done so yet. Show your support just by clicking the subscribe button at no cost to you. Maybe smack the notification bell as well to stay notified for when uploads go live. And yeah, with that being said, I think that's going to do it for me for now. So, until next time, guys, stay gaming.